Hello guys, it is Woolsey. I am currently very deep in the building process of building my demon level Come Back to Earth. It's pretty much done, I just need to make some fixes. So in the meantime, I'm going to take a little break and I'm going to give my thoughts on the new insane demon that's popping off on YouTube, popping off in GD, 175k downloads and over 300k views on Nexus's video. This level is an absolute beast and it takes about 5 years to load. At this exact point, OBS refused to record anything but my microphone, so the rest of the audio is edited in. And by that I mean I'm playing the song in the background while I'm talking. So obviously JonathanGD is very known for his synced gameplay and extra long levels, and this is no exception. It's a sequel to his GD award-winning demon level Future Funk, and it looks brilliant. There's a lot of interesting concepts, such as this maze and a double jump section, which is coming next. I'm liking this effect in the background and the colours used. I guess it's supposed to be like a sand dune sort of background here. Don't really know what it is, but it looks cool. And there's also the moving glow pieces in the blocks that look very nice, very nice. So this part has a lot of glow, and it's kind of lagging me at the moment. Everything is moving though, and I like that the gameplay moves like differently. It's not all just moving onto the screen in the same way. Here's the double jump section I was talking about. I thought that this section was made using orbs, like these little green circle things. I thought they were just orbs. I didn't think he'd actually made like a double jump thing, but it seems like he has, and I can't do it. It makes for some really interesting gameplay. The fact that this is one of the worst looking parts in the level and it still looks decent. I'm getting lags. Okay, so every time I die it takes like a couple of seconds to load. Oh god, oh my god. Okay, so this is a drastic change. I'm not really a fan of this. I can't play this in practice, but I'm gonna have to get a copyable. I'm not really a fan of this section either. I'm still getting lags on a copyable. What am I meant to do? So I'm currently using NoClip solely for showcasing purposes. I don't think this part looks very good, is what I was trying to say before I was so rudely lagged on. My entire game just froze. My game just crashed. Well, I don't know how I'm going to show this. Okay, so I'm currently looking at Viprin's video, since my NoClip decided to crash the game instantly. The colours are quite weird here. There's a big contrast between this robot section, which is quite mellow and has bright colours. These have like very contrasting colours, like the white in the outlines and the dark in the blocks. It's a very big change in design, and also see these blocks are mainly black and white. But then it moves on to a ball section, if I can even find it, that have a lighter base, so it's kind of weird. But it kind of works, honestly. It fits into the level, even though it's completely different, I guess. It links into this part very nicely. I'm liking the transitions and stuff. And here we have the effect part. This part's awesome. The designed portals look really good as well. Like the spikes on around the edges of the teleportals. That's really well done. And you can kind of see the seams, but definitely not when you're playing the game. Like, it's definitely not noticeable if you're not using a video. So we've got a nice mix of effects going on here. Great transitions between each part, and it fits into the music very well. I'm liking this a lot, actually. And we have a nice glowy effect in the background. It's similar block design to the part we saw earlier, mainly because of the stripes on the outside, but I like how the spikes are interpolated into the design. Is that even the right word? I don't think interpolated is the right word. It's incorporated into the design, and it looks very nice. It's not that noticeable in game because, as you can see, the pulses make it go the same color. Overall, it looks very good when it's visible. And then the transition back to the other style, it's great. It's like a 30-second part that uses a couple of styles at once, and then we're back to this kind of style. We see this kind of block design back in the other section that I was talking about earlier, the ball section. So the whole level is like linked together because it's got similar designs throughout the entire thing. And I'm liking this slope gameplay too, it's good. And then we're back to this contrast of light and dark, although I don't know why that block isn't pulsing and that block isn't pulsing. I guess it's just variation. Yeah, you could see on that pulse there, they light up individually. That's pretty cool actually, I like that. It's just like a classic JonathanGD section, where you've got the contrasting blocks and then the backgrounds made out of like very similar coloured objects. This kind of section is also very common in a JonathanGD level, where you've got very thin outlines, but the outlines are decorated, and then you have like the bases in the background that are lower opacity. You've also got these Lego bricks on the top and bottom as well. This is very classic for a JonathanGD level. And also these like spiral things, these look really good, and this makes JonathanGD stand out because you can definitely tell it's his style. Not got much to say about this part. I'm glad it doesn't go on for too long because it's kind of boring, but this background is very satisfying to look at. And we're back with these like stripes on the outlines. It looks very good, and it's repeated throughout the entire level, so it gives it like a theme. It's why the level like feels so good as an XL. And we're back to the light blocks, so the level's constantly changing from like contrasting outlines and bases to like here as well, to the light bases. And also this gameplay is really clever. I like that. I like that red square kind of concept. That's also a really cool background that isn't on screen for too long, but I think looks really nice. These like overlapping squares that rotate. Oops, I tapped out. And we're back to this drop section. We've also got a nice, really nice custom ground made up of a couple of layers of these like spike looking blocks. This fits into the level very well, I think. It brings a lot of colour into the level at once, since this is very saturated and the rest of it's quite mellow. We've also got quite a clever background here that isn't on screen for too long. Also, this part is kind of linked to the other part since all the structures are moving, like this, where is it? This part. So it's like the second version of this. It feels like two levels put together to make one theme. More colour right here. Then we've got the classic rainbow section, like the one in Future Funk. Crazy gameplay, I can't even tell what's going on. Really nice colours. I guess this is kind of a mix of the contrasting colours and the mellow bases that I was talking about earlier. This is kind of a mix of both because it's quite mellow on this bit and then on the inside it's dark. So it links in very well. And we've got this this transition here. This is also very similar to the beginning section. So when you go into the level, it's basically the exact same thing. And this is like a recurring thing. I like that it's used twice, because it makes it a bit more like fitting into the level than if it was just used once. It links the whole thing together. And we're back to this rainbow section with some crazy block design. Some of the blocks are highlighted, some of them aren't. It looks really nice. It looks all blocky and good. We've also got a custom ground that isn't just black on black. I like that. I like how he's got a line on the bottom and then a coloured ground and also some spikes on the bottom. So it's not just fully black like the generic sort of custom ground. And we're back to this contrasting block again. So this level's got a really good mix of themes, colours, styles, effects and design. And as you can see, Orb died at the end. Unfortunately, it is an insane demon, so I can't beat it, and I also couldn't play it because of the amount of objects. When I copied the level, I saw it had 180k objects. Brilliant song. I like how the sequel has a song by the same artist, and it's quite a similar feel, but it's a lot more improved. You can tell how JonathanGD's style has changed since he made the original Future Funk by looking at this level, because this level has a lot more themes, a lot more concepts, a lot more experimental colours, and yeah, it's a pleasure to watch. Obviously, I can't critique the gameplay because I've never played it properly. I haven't got past 26%, but yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It's not a very professional video, I'm aware of this, but if you would like to see professional review series videos and random level critiques like this one, I suppose, be sure to subscribe. Also, Come Back to Earth will be out soon.